off of those cigarettes. Same thing goes for gasoline, and really further down the line it's still going to be even more than that, because they've got their hand in everybody's pocket throughout the whole production of the whole thing. Another 5% will go to creating inventory supplies, and once we have those, so we're making our own out of, we don't need to use petroleum plastics. We can make them out of hemp materials. I'm sure you can make them out of canola. You can make them out of any type of oil, and we don't need to be sitting here using petroleum-based polymers, petroleum-based polymers. So, the ultimate goal of this is to not only create a business that completely contradicts all forms of business, but it's to create a self-sustaining environment for everybody. And there's no way that we need to work, the amount of time that we do, because we have the intelligence to make it so other devices can do our work for us. So that is another big goal of doing all this. So if we were to create a website where inventors, where machinists, where everybody who has their skills that can help people be able to see and visualize our projects, we can all work together to get specific projects done, and we can vote on their importance together and what we think of how they would be profitable. Not crazy profitable. I'm not talking about, $5,000 for a motor, a little test mode. I've met a ton of inventors, and a lot of us do want to give open source. A lot of people want to be able to replicate other people's projects, so why not make it easy for them? So what we would do is we would provide these kits after we would all work together to make it so there's AutoCAD drawings, so there's everything that you need. But the thing that makes this a little special is that we're not going to be doing it for profit. We're going to be doing it to reinvest. Yes, the people who are the inventors that come up with ideas, they will make some money, and the people that have helped them will make some money, but it's not to get rich. And the thing is that whoever is a part of, a part of the group, and the first people who join in to help out will be the ones that in the end are making the most money. And the more people that join along, as long as they're open source, they can copyright their stuff, but they cannot patent. So I believe that everyone that joins in on this group, and if they steal from the Intellects or from the group, they should lose all rights to the product design. So I would assume that it would be best to have everybody that actually wants to be a part of this movement to sign a contract stating that under no circumstances are they allowed to patent or prevent anybody from having access to this intellectual property. With a group of very intelligent people, it would take a matter of minutes of brainstorming to come up with another 8% difference, advance that design that is presently being sold as a kit, and get rid of the old kit and have something better. So, just as a precaution, because there are people, unfortunately, out there that are always looking to take advantage of something that is easy to do, and it happens all the time. I know a few people that have had that happen to them already as it is. So the basic contract would just state that you have no right to steal from anybody, and we will, whenever you put anything on a website, it's automatically published and dated, so that proves copyright. So to the inventor or to the group, and I believe it is illegal to actually steal from a group. So I don't believe in these rules, but I think that it needs to be a precaution that needs to be taken, because there is always someone looking out to take advantage of something that's something that can make them their own money. It's the ego. People think more for themselves than they do for others, so we need to try and put a few things in place to prevent that. Not everybody's like that, but I find that a good majority of the population is about that, and that's just the way how school has taught you how to be. And I would like to also change that. It has to be designed in sort of a social network website, and there will be different levels of entry. And when we're done our projects, each project will be shown on the very main page. And if you have a skill that you can offer, you can come into the basic forum and observe what other people are allowing others to see, because we will decide whether we want others to see our stuff or not. We will have that option. So there'll be a share or a not share button. If you want to discuss something that only the people within that group should see rather than everybody else, just so you can get the thing done, because a lot of inventors, they don't want to just, tell the whole world what their ideas are, sort of like what I've been doing, what I've been doing tonight with sharing my Bedini bike and my anti-gravity motor. But I've got a ton of other ideas that I would like to share, and I would like to get help to do it. And I know I'm not the only one. So if you know anyone that would be willing to build this site, the intellects.org, I believe that we can actually use the funds that are there to actually start building sustainable off-grid communities. And the first goal is to actually get the people within the group that wants to live in this community, put them in there. And we start off by building a building facility, so that way we can make our own parts, we can make our own kits, and profit based on building will be only based on time, because everybody will be buying tools together and pitching in all their money together. But the very first goal will actually be to buy and have all the tools required, like a CNC machine, mold injection, CNC rotor, CNC lathe, CNC mill, CNC laser cutter, and a water jet. And I think that we could definitely do this if we structured this organization the proper way, and don't do like other organizations where they're based on profit. Even when they say they're a non-for-profit organization, how do people survive? They still have to have some sort of profit rating, and within that they also have to give a very nice percentage of the money that they've profited from to the government. The government takes from non-profit organizations. The thing with this is that it'll actually be an investment of time. Yes, presently we live in a world that they tell us that time is money, but really, when you sit at home and watch TV, are you getting paid for that? No. So if you're doing something that you love and you want to do something to help change the world, then the investment of time is your money. So and an investment of time is actually worth a lot in a movement like this. I watched that happen with Venus Project and Zeitgeist. And I'm sure there's other ones like Thrive Movement and such as that. I've got a ton more ideas to do with this website, and I think that we can actually make a big change in the world if we were to all have have these people that have their own special skills, electronics, microcircuit programming, like Arduinos. If you want to come in and help, if you want to build a website, we really need someone that's advanced with websites that can write the code for it, so that way we can do things, have it appealing, having everything visual. A lot of inventors like to be able to see pictures. They don't want to just have a link where they have to click on the link. So you could put all your pictures that you have in your profile, and you could do it sort of like Facebook. If you like a picture, you can click on it, and that sort of votes it up on having it made. So yeah, if you want to help, please contact me. You can contact me through my like page, through Facebook, which I've got a link. You can click on my YouTube channel. I've got a link there. You can contact me by email, H2O Plasma Plug. I am getting swamped lately because of being so out in the open now. So please be patient with me. And actually, if you wanted to Skype, contact me through my email. Leave me your Skype number and let me know why it is that you would like to talk, whether it has to do with one of my inventions or whatever else. And another thing, I don't really want to take credit for these ideas that I have, because they always say that if someone else is, if you're thinking about it, someone else has already thought of it. Many people think of great ideas, and we live in a world where inventors are not they're not given the right opportunities to collaborate and brainstorm and be able to create a new world. And yes, if people have thought of it before, it still doesn't mean that it ever reached the market. So I feel that with doing this, it will sort of allow for the people that can create a new, better world the opportunity to brainstorm and to do what's right and use logic instead of profit as the prime goal of creating a better world. So by doing all this, I think that we can completely change the world. Without a question of my mind, I believe that this would give us the opportunity that we've all been waiting for. We've been waiting for, I'm only 30, but I guarantee you people from the 60s, they wanted to see exactly something like this come out. And I've grown up my whole life sitting here watching the negativity and the destruction that we stand here and allow. And by we, I mean you. They tell us that we're the reason for oil spills. Why are we allowing it? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing that? It's not we, it's them. And I'm sick of them. And I know you are too. And this is time. It's long past overdue. It's 2013. The world didn't end in 2012. And now we need to do something. And maybe that's what this whole fear thing was about, was to make us be so afraid to try and force us to find solutions. Well, I've got many solutions that can help change this thing, and I know I'm not the only one. And I think by having a voting system where among these people we say, okay, this is the problem, here's how to fix it, now here's the solution. With all these movements that have happened, there hasn't been proper solutions. They've just been, let's dwell on the problems, let's fight, let's stop fighting. We don't need to fight anymore. All we need to do is use our brains, figure out the problem, which many people have, and it's very obvious what these problems are. We figure out the problem, we figure out the source of the problem, and we fix it. Things aren't hard to fix. They may be complicated and complex to fix, but that's because the problems are complicated and complex. So let's change it. Let's get rid of this system that we live in. We don't need to live in this system. We live in a system that is just, it blows my mind to think that they tell us we're free and we're not. It blows my mind for them to keep raising the price of gas when the barrel is going down, or for them to keep, it's all about consumerism, and that is what is wrong with this world. It's about money, and we aren't about money. We're about love and passion and caring and creation, not destruction. So please, I beg you, if you know someone that knows about this stuff, that can help with this stuff, that is creative, show them this video. Make sure that they see this video. There's too many people in this world that want change. So please help. I beg you. Please.